And welcome back. Well, there have been many adaptations of Sherlock Holmes, but today we want to introduce you to the first book of a new trilogy written for young adults.
Yeah, A Study in Charlotte takes the great-great-grandchildren of the detective duo Holmes and Watson and puts them in a whole new pickle. We are here with the author, Brittany Cavallaro. We're super excited to see her. Originally from Madison.
Yes.
You're getting a degree right now at UWM.
I am, yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your book. I love the cover. It's beautiful.
They did such a great job.
Are you excited about it?
I'm really excited. Yeah, it comes out on Tuesday.
Your first novel.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
That's exciting.
This is so exciting. What? Because you're getting your PhD. What does someone? What do you use a PhD for when it comes to literature and writing?
Well, you know, originally I thought that I wanted to be a college professor, and I was studying for my big doctoral exam, and I ended up kind of procrastinating by writing this book. So,
put it off a little.
Really well, yeah. No, I love writing young adult, and I'm really excited to keep writing the books in this trilogy.
Good for you. All right, so let's talk about it. Set it up for us a little bit. Help us understand what's so great about reading this book.
Well, I love Sherlock Holmes. I have since I was a little kid, and I loved all the adaptations that have been coming out in the last 10 years. There's the Robert Downey Jr. movies and the BBC show. And I felt like he'd been imagined like every which way, but as a girl. And I teach creative writing to gifted high school students, and I come across all these girl geniuses, and I really wanted to write a series for them.
That's awesome.
I think that's great. So how do you classify a girl genius, and do you think that they get as much play? Yeah, Molly's pointing at herself right now. Girl genius right there. But do you think they get as much play as boy geniuses or things like that, even as heroines or heroes in books?
I mean, we have Hermione from Harry Potter, right? Like, that's the one I immediately think of.
That's how you say her name. I never remember how you say her name.
The way it's spelled, it has way too many
Hermione.
vowels
I know,
in it.
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like we haven't seen as many as I'd like in popular culture. So, and my Sherlock Holmes character, she's a little bit prickly, she's a little bit damaged, she's definitely aware she's the smartest girl in the room. But I wanted to write a character with flaws, but also, you know, a character you could root for.
I like that word prickly. She's prickly.
I like that she's prickly too, because there are other words for that we won't say. You're a poet by training, like we talked about with this writing. Do good books to you read like poetry almost?
I love a novel with really good language. I like something where the writing is as great as the story. And so when I was working on this, I tried really hard to make sure that like the language was as interesting as the plot.
What have people said to you who you've let read this so far?
I've heard mostly that it's fun. They banter their way and bicker their way through solving this mystery. At first, they're kind of rivals, and they have to work together to clear their names. So hopefully it's a good time and, you know, a good story.
You got a whole group of young adults in the studio today. Is that who you're hoping will latch on to this story?
I hope it's a story for you know, people who love the Sherlock Holmes stories who are looking for a different twist on it, and hopefully adults can read it too.
Yeah.
Do you feel like a sense of girl power when you're reading this book?
I want them to. I mean, I felt that way a little bit when I was writing it. It's definitely something that I was going for.
I always think it's hard with any type of mystery or suspense or a good detective story to kind of build that, because I've heard it's really a timing thing. You know, there's a lot of, because you kind of have to reveal things so that people kind of stay engaged and can maybe even try to think that they're going to figure it out for themselves.
Right.
But yet keep it enough of a mystery that it's not predictable.
That they're wrong, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No, it can be really hard, like figuring out, okay, where do I put this clue in? Is this fast-paced enough? But are we also getting a chance to get to know the characters and feel like the world is really lived in? So I think it's a juggling act.
You said that you teach gifted young students in writing. I think, you know, everybody always talks, and we talk about people who come on the show saying everybody sort of has a story inside them. Young people are so creative. What do you hope? Do you hope to inspire young writers and have like another whole generation of people writing about girl heroines? And
that would be amazing. I mean, I teach so many wonderful high school writers who then go on and do it professionally. I mean, I think there are so many gifted kids out there with amazing stories to tell, and I love teaching them.
And I think it's wonderful that you chose a female character, young person, to be the genius in your story. And I always also wonder with authors how much of you is in that character, how much of you, how much of Charlotte is you?
I mean, I don't know about the genius part, but I definitely, at one point, I remember I was describing an outfit she was wearing, and I looked down and I was like, yeah, okay.
Yes, my outfit.
So maybe that's as close as I get.
So this is the first one in the trilogy.
Yes.
And when do you anticipate the next? Are you already working on them? Are they already
So
finished?
book 2 is with my publisher right now, which
Wow.
is fun, yeah, and they should be coming out like a year apart, so.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
So A Study in Charlotte, you've got a book signing going on, and that's coming up at Boswell Books Wednesday, March 9th at 7 o'clock. The website, if you'd like to get a copy, if you can't make it to the book signing, is BrittanyCavallaro.com. Again, a local author. Thanks for being here.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Congrats.
congratulations. Fantastic.